everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a Colourpop video. I always get tons and tons of comments asking me all the time in relation to Colourpop, like, Lizzy, do you love Colourpop? Do you use Colourpop? What are your thoughts on it? And I absolutely love the brand. I have mentioned a few of their products in my Friday Whoop Whoops, which I post every Friday, my weekly favorites. I absolutely love their blushes and their eyeshadows and their... I love everything. Some colors are hit or miss for me, or I feel like some colors are really repetitive, but all in all, I truly love the brand, and yeah. Woo. I'm really happy today because I've been really sick. I had dengue fever, and now I'm feeling like 100%, so I feel like my personality and my energy is just really up there, and I'm so happy. I just feel so good because I feel like my last videos that I posted, I was just really like low energy and just trying to like fight through it, but I love filming and it put me in a good mood, but then in the end I would just be really weak. So I'm really happy that I'm feeling really good. I think you guys can really tell by my, I'm like really, you can tell by my energy level right now. But I'm going to be showing you two collections that came out from Colourpop. This is the Back to Cool collection. They came in two different sets. So I figured I would do swatches of the eyeshadows and also the lippy sticks that they came out with that I'll show you right now since it is new. I currently am wearing the Back to Cool collection on my eyes and my lippy right now. Also, when I do swatches of the eyeshadows, I'm going to let you know which ones are on my eyes and then where I put them. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe because it is $3.99. It's that button right down there. And all my social medias will be linked down below because, you know, all of us have like about 20. Okay, so now let's get on to the swatches. I'm gonna start off with the lippy swatches, and these are the Back to Cool collection. Oh wow, one just dropped. Okay, so let's try that again. There are 6 lippy sticks in this collection. So just so you have a reference, this is the color of my lips right now. They are pretty pigmented. The first color I'm gonna do is a choker, and this is a nude color right here. And this one is choker. It's definitely a nude shade. So now let's see how nude this is on me. It's pretty nude. And choker is a creme, they call it, or just a cream. It's very nice and moisturizing, and it does have a shine. This is pretty light for me, I'm not going to lie, but I know lots of people do like nude lips, so this one is choker. Baywatch, and let's do a swatch right here. Ooh, this one's a really pretty pink. And now I'm going to swatch this one. I just broke it. That is so sad. Okay, let's pretend that never happened. I really like it just because it's more of like that pink that's a little bit more deep and rosy, but it's a good transition into fall, especially if you're a pink lip lover like me. I can't believe I broke that one. The next color I have is Mosh Pit, and it's more of like a terracotta, and this is the one I was wearing when I first started the video. And a Mosh Pit is considered a matte. And also, I don't know if I said it, but Baywatch, the pink one before that, was also a matte as well. Out of Sync, and this one is definitely a really pretty, I put it like right on my bone. Like, why am I swatching on my bone? That's where it's just gonna have to be. And this is like a bright rosy pink. It looks to me like on my camera it's picking it up like more of like an electric coral, but I swear this is more of like a bright rosy pink and not a coral. This one is also considered a matte. It's TGIF, and let's do a swatch right there. And this is more of one of those, it looks like a burnt brick red, but more with a brown undertone to it. And this one is also considered a matte. Now for the very last one in the collection, this one is called Too Sexy, and this is for all you purple lovers out there. And here is Too Sexy. That's really pretty. And this one isn't a matte, this one is a satin. So let's see how this one is. So when you put it on, I thought it was gonna be like a purple shade, more so like on my hand, but when you actually apply it to the lips, once you really look at it, it has this sort of like reflective like iridescence where it has like, it looks like a magenta purple, if you know what I mean, where it just kind of like shimmers back and forth to each color. It's not a metallic, it's definitely a satin, but you can see just like the sheen underneath it, that it's a magenta purple shade. The purple is definitely underneath though. And I hope I'm explaining that right. Okay, so that was all for the lip collection. Now we're gonna go on to the eye collection. Like I said, it comes in a set, and here are the colors right here. Absolutely stunning, and I currently am wearing them, and like I said, I'll tell you which ones I am wearing. This is the first one, and this one is called Crimper, and this is more of a shimmery white pale gold, and this one I am wearing in my inner corner right here, right on the inner corner of my eye. These ones are super creamy. Whenever I use my Colourpop shadows, I always have to use different brushes every single time, just because they're so creamy that I feel like you can't constantly use like the same exact brush, because there's always going to be just some leftover of that color on the brush. But here's that pale white gold, and like I said, I have that in my inner corner. Couche, I do not have this on my eye today though, but it's like a really nice metallic silver. And this one is really stunning as well. It was between these two for my inner corner, but I was just like, I'm gonna go with the pale gold just so it doesn't look too bam on the inside, because look how pigmented that is. That's insane. As if, like, oh my god, as if. I know that was totally cheesy, but it's this color, and I have it currently on my lid, and this is the one color where I found like it just stays really light like this. Like, that's as like dark as it's going to get. It's not too pigmented, it's just like a plain like brown, and as you can see, I already used so much of it because I was really trying to build it up, so that's why it shows like I already almost hit pan, because I kept constantly trying to layer on. And here is that shade right there. I mean, it is stunning. It's like really nice just for like a neutralized lid, as you can see. My eyes like, It's just like a really nice natural lid color. It's a Melrose, and I love this shade. It is super, super pigmented, because when I used it, I placed it on a fluffy brush on an E25 from Sigma, and then when I placed it inside my crease, which is what I'm wearing in my crease, this is very blown out for this color, I will say that, and it was crazy pigmented where I had to grab another brush to blend it out so it can be just totally just blown out. This is really pigmented. This one is no joke, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's just like a burnt orange. Now, second to the last color is Baby Tea, and I am wearing this, and I'm wearing this as my eyeliner color. When I used a brush though, it did not make it as blue as it is on the swatch, and that's my eyeliner right there. And I just used just like a regular eyeliner brush that was an angled brush, but like I said, when you use a brush, it sometimes, not sometimes, unfortunately, most of the time it can take away like the true brightness of a color like this blue. So it's really best to use your fingers, but since I was doing eyeliner, I obviously can't use like my finger to make a straight line. But you can always build up the color, because this was basically just like one swipe. I could have layered it even more, but yeah, this one is Baby Tea. For the very last color, which I have on my lower lash line, it's more of like a dusty, smoky brown, and it has like these really pretty shimmers in there. Unfortunately, when I put it on with my brush, it didn't bring out those shimmers. But this color is called 90210, which I think is so cute. Gold reflex in there, so it's really stunning. But like I said, when I used my brush, it didn't bring out the glitters. It completely like disappeared, unfortunately, but that's what I have on my lower lash line. So again, I'll show you swatches of all the lip colors. There were 6, and then here are all the swatches for the eye colors. So that was it for my Colourpop video. Again, this was the Back to Cool collection. So that was it for my Back to Cool swatch video. I hope you guys enjoyed my input on all the swatches. Again, I absolutely love Colourpop. They have awesome, awesome colors. The pigmentation is definitely there. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because like I said, it is free 99. It's that button right down there. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I am on Snapchat as well. It's under LizzyWoopWoop. And I also have Periscope on WhatWouldLizzyDo. I hope you guys have an awesome day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Whoop whoop!